between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run it. Crosses to 35. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Red pass, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but great return to improve this field position. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught behind the line. It's ball. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Finding an escape route. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walker.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Dogs! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution with the punt return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Makes the catch. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The Wildcats get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score. tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Georgia sent out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hand off from the shotgun. He's loose. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Law. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wildcats get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. Oh, a lot of space. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. It's caught. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on second down. Tight end now in motion. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Dogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. Lots of running room. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Handoff to the single back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. There he goes, headed to the end zone, and he's loose and hit. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's no. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia going up tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but
touchdown Bulldogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about he's stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what?
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at it.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but, man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's got him. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Second down coming up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The offensive line coach would be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and
throws toward the end zone. He's good. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick release by the QB. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out.